Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution. For today's video, we're going to talk about Summon Arena. I actually made it to the top 16. So here we are, top 16. This is my first top 16 placement, so yay me! I just want to kind of stress and clarify that, for one, in case this is your first time watching, my account, that my server, and some of the ones around this are even older, are from August. So I have been playing long before the global launch. This account of mine is from August, and it took me this long to actually place in the top 16. To be fair, PvP is not my focus in most games I play. I'm more interested in the environmental stuff and just completing content versus going against other players, because it's usually just Whale Fest or whatever, you know how it goes. But luckily my account is pretty stacked now and I can hang with the big boys, so here we are. I am there up at the top. I'm against Rossic, who is typically the top in my server for most of the competition-based stuff. He did beat me. He was first. I was second for Twilight, for example. He is also typically in the top few for sake of regular arena, and I think Galactic as well. I don't really care about placing in the arenas as long as I'm in the top main part for, what is it? I literally forgot what it's called right now for Galactic. As long as I make the top overall ranking to make sure I'm getting some of those limited tickets, I don't really care. And a little bit more diamonds winning regular arena, I definitely don't care about that. I've got way too many diamonds. So for overall, I've never to place first in regular arena. So it's pretty funny that I'm making it even into the top 16, because these are brackets of servers. Now, I can't remember exactly what the brackets are, but if you take a look, actually this doesn't show people's server, does it? I really thought it did. It doesn't show what server they're on. It did in some respect. I swear it showed somewhere. I don't remember where though. That's rewards. I swear it showed somewhere. Maybe it was just when I was going against them specifically, but I could see who was in what server at some point. But anyway, oh, I know. It's probably the quiz here. EU, yeah, EU 35, 28, 27, 37, 26, 22. Oh, that's an old one. 22. They definitely have the upper hand as far as time in the game. They probably were at least a week or two older than my account, which can make a big difference. Maybe even more than that. But yeah, maybe even a month. I don't know. I don't remember how fast servers were popping at that time. It's pretty good though. It wasn't quite as regular though as it is now, or as it was at Global. But you can see we do have a few Celestials in here. We have Lunatic Leo, Hudson, me. Who else is here? Karneth. And yeah, that's pretty cool to see. Oh, Ficus as well. So I'm happy to have some Celestials representing. And I do want to give a shout. So this video, I'm not going to talk about what I'm going to do for the top 16, because Rossic or everyone else in this could be watching. I'm not going to kill my own strategy here. But I am going to kind of try a few different strategies, and I'm not gonna go like obsessively I don't know. I'm not overly obsessed about I must try to win this whole thing. I'm just happy to make it, to be honest. And I am gonna try to make the best lineups I can, but I'm gonna change them. I did go ahead and put other things as my lineup that might be close, or might not be even remotely what I'm using. I did change my lineups for now. I will plan to put in my real lineup soon, but exactly when, I'm not even gonna tell you. But that is a thing, like people, I don't know how, honestly, I don't know how close to the deadline of the countdown. I don't know exactly when people start really putting in their lineups, their true lineups. And then are you ready and waiting for those like last seconds before you can click OK? I don't know if it's that crazy, nor do I want to risk being that crazy, so I might not be quite that competitive and crazy about this, but we'll see. It's really an interesting thing because some people are just going to put in their lineups and leave it for the whole damn thing, period. Other people are going to be highly competitive and try to be tricky, take out their defense, not even let you have a chance to know what they're going to do, and then at the last second throw something in. Or they're going to watch your defense and try to match it until the last second. I'm assuming that's going to happen at least. Why wouldn't it? But it's weird. Like, we don't know how we're going to be. Like, is my opponent going to wait until the last 5 minutes? Or maybe just the last half an hour? And they're going to put something in and then change it last minute on me to counter what I do? Or am I going to see what they do and me last minute change to counter what they do? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I could put up my Leo team against a Bailey and the Assassins and know that that's probably going to win. But maybe they beat me to the punch and they last minute swap it so it's against something else. I don't know. This is the reality, is we don't know how our opponent is going to play against us. So I'm very curious, honestly. I really am. It's going to be quite fun to see what happens with others. And to see if I have to go against my fellow Celestials as well. But we're going to talk about how I got here a little bit. So I don't want this video to be super long. I just kind of wanted to do a yay, I made it, guys. It's my first time making it, so I'm excited and proud. But I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about it. I honestly don't, because I don't know if it's going to work best because it's my first time. Like, I really don't know with the timing of things what's going to happen. We'll see. But how I got here is interesting, so I want to help give a little bit of tips along the way. Please do remember, guys, that I have a couple videos out regarding Summit Arena. Last time I showed my whole run. I also did a video with Ricky Maru, who's now who's going by like Ricky Gaming, for sake of, I guess, just overall, or is it, what is it? Amazing Ricky? Amazing Ricky is his YouTube now. He actually finally has some videos up, guys. Well, a video up, guys, which did amazing. 1.6 thousand views already on his first video. How many people come in and get that many views on their first YouTube video? So make sure you're following him. But we did a video together talking about setting up your arena defenses. So along with that, I actually have the article on hellhades.com. Let me go ahead and just show you guys this as a reference tool as well. So if you go ahead in on hellhades.com and you go to Eternal Evolution, most of the guides show up here. Sometimes, for some reason, they weren't all showing, but it looks like, oh, they got it fixed now. Okay, they're all showing. Summit Arena 101. This is a bit of a breakdown that I did before, or just recently, that I posted at the start of this Summit Arena, kind of talking about the process of the registration. This part is mostly a copy from the in-game rules, but I did add some notes to go along with it, so it's not just a cut and paste. And then there's a little bit of advice as you go along here, talking about countering the meta teams, which there's a little bit of an error here. This is supposed to say Leo, and then the summoners is part of this, but that should be fixed soon. I talked to them. But yeah, it's interesting. I really think Summit Arena is not the best form of PvP. Let's be honest. Who wants to be forced to do 3v3 arena in multiple ways? It's not the best, but hopefully my guide here can help you guys out, at least get a general idea of what people are doing and how you can try to combat it for now. Keep in mind what is the meta right now is going to change as new heroes come out. And again, this links to the video with Ricky as well here in this article. So I'll be sure to put this with the video when I post it too. Might as well make sure that I share that with you guys for quick and easy access. I also will link to Ricky's channel so you guys can make sure you're following him and subbed as well. But that was a really good discussion. So besides the basics of Summit Arena and understanding how to build your teams, I want to talk about what I did. So you're going to look here. Number one, and number one. And I was pretty surprised at this, honestly. I thought more people would do the same. But pretty much the early stages, like, okay, I was the big one. And mine is not, 9.1 is not what my CP is for my team. It's only 8 point something. Only, it's still a lot. It's 8 point something. But what I have in there right now is 9.1, which is not the case. Which is not the exact team I'm going to use, but I was the highest here, so I expected this to be easy, sure enough. Second round, there was a few people quite high, 9.5, 8.3, 7, some and stuff. So as expected, it was a decent matchup. But what happened here, I'm going to show you my actual battles, and you're going to see what my strategy ended up being. Same thing here, 7 wins, 0 losses. 7 wins, 0 losses. This whole time was 7 wins, 0 losses. In the beginning, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try to 3-0. If you're one of the higher ones, try to 3-0. But if it gets harder and you're not so sure, take the sure win. That's what I did to go through. I took the sure win, but hey, I was able to get some 3-0s along the way against people that seemed pretty easy to fight. That wasn't so bad. I got a few of those. And in the group stage here, the final group stage, not a single 3-0, but not a single loss either. And who was the only person to not get a single loss last round? Me. Against all these big CPs, we have 9.2, 8.6, 9.5, 9.1, 8.7, 9.2, 8.2. I was the only one to not get a single loss because I wasn't trying to win all 3. You're not going to win all 3 unless you're insanely OP and super, super Kraken, probably to the point you have, and well, not even Kraken. Honestly, at this point, this is no longer about money because we all have all the champions and they're all immortal. On these servers, we all have them. We have everybody. We have class technology. We're all hitting we're all hitting guild hunt levels 13, 14, maybe even 15 soon. We're all hitting those. We're all getting that class technology. We're all maximizing our account. The real winners, the real top people, are not the Krakens. I mean, to some extent, I guess. If you can buy a bunch of exclusives and everyone's EX30, you're definitely going to be in a better spot. I'm not all EX30, that's for sure. But it's really time invested, because all of our servers are old at this point. Like, I've been since August, and, you know, these are some old servers. And time to cleanse and roll up your gear, time to smelt your gear, time to re-gear people. That's where I think the true winners are going to be in this game. And the people that really come out on the top are the people that just built their champions the best. And that might not even be just a lack of knowledge or having knowledge. That might be you've taken the time to make sure you've really cleansed your gear, which I've not been the best at, and I've been constantly overflowing. I really need to go through and level up everything and just get rid of the stuff that's not quite holding up. So I think that's really gonna make or break who's really in the top of a lot of these events, because at the end of the day, most of our core people that we're going to have in our lineups are going to be EX30, at least the core damage dealers more than likely. We're going to have good commanders, we're going to have everybody immortal, we all have some decent prototypes, you know, like that is what it is. We all have good heroes, obviously, and we all have some knowledge to make it here in the first place. But who's really taken the time to make sure their champions are built better than the rest? I think that's kind of where it's going to be. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys appreciate just a little chill check-in video. I kind of wanted to just talk my strategy, like how I got here in the first place, like with my battles and 2-1ing instead of 3-0. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go through. I mean, the reality, when you can choose your battles, it's easy, but we can't pick per se. For the summit round, we don't get to choose what we're doing. It's all full auto, and it is what it is. So I'm gonna certainly hope I get lucky. And I'm gonna be keeping an eye on things. I forgot to say, when it comes to this summit round, right now my CP is higher than it really is for the team I think I'm gonna use. I have the smallest team power CP for my team out of every single person here. I'm the underdog. So go underdogs. Wish me luck, guys. Nobody has faith in me in the quiz. Only 10%. It's fine. He is typically better than me. He's probably gonna beat me, let's be honest. Rossick, good luck. The rest of my CLS people, really good luck. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Be sure to go check out my article on HellHades.com. Be sure to watch my video with Ricky Mario discussing Summit Arena and arena countering and all of that as well if you haven't already, even though it's a little bit outdated because it doesn't talk about a few champions, but still really good conversation and it'll help you get to know Ricky. And be sure to go sub to him too on his YouTube and help him grow and encourage him to keep doing what he's doing. So thanks for the support, guys. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.